Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Daniel. For those of you that don't know me, I underwent 2 surgeries following a spiral humerus fracture on my right arm. I posted a video a few weeks ago detailing my recovery journey. If you haven't seen that video, please go watch it. I received a lot of good comments and a lot of good questions from you guys, and in this video I just wanted to make sure I addressed all of them. So without further ado, let's get right into the questions. Alright guys, first question is, how long did you keep the plaster after you inserted the plate and screws? After I inserted the plate and screws, I did not have a cast. I'm not sure if this is because it is standard surgical procedure to not use a cast right after inserting hardware into your limbs, or if the doctor just recommended that for me specifically. But yeah, to answer your question, I did not have a cast put into my arm. Second question is, after having an ORIF, how long did it take for your arm to flex? For those of you that don't know, an ORIF stands for open reduction internal fixation. This is a surgical procedure in which a doctor opens your arm, realigns the bone, and inserts, whether it is a rod and screws or a plate and screws, they insert hardware. Just to show you real quick, it took me, right after getting out of surgery, I was able to flex my arm about this much. Not very much, as you can see. After 3 months, I was able to do this. And after about 5 months, I went all the way to here. For this, I recommend just letting your arm do a dead hang or asking a relative or someone to help you stretch it little by little. Obviously, consult with your doctor to see how far you can push this. But yes, those are my recommendations. Moving on, question number 3 is, do you still have the pain from working out since removing the plate? This is one of the things I am most happy about, that I no longer have pain from working out. When I did have the plate, I suffered from a lot of pain right in this area. However, since taking the plate out, I have absolutely zero pain working out. Unless I am hitting a PR on bench press, which is around 200 pounds, then my arm will not hurt. But for most people, most people don't lift that kind of weight, so it shouldn't be a problem. Fourth question is, how long did it take to start noticing improvement in lifting your hand? So after getting out of the second surgery, it took me about 3 months to notice any type of improvement, but to fully heal, it took me about 7 months. This was just to be able to lift my hand from this position all the way here, my thumb, index, middle, all of these fingers. Question number 5, how did you get by in your hardest days mentally? Okay guys, this is a very good question, because when suffering a fracture, this often goes overlooked, right? We most often think that it's the physical problem only. However, making sure that your mind is okay is equally as important. For me, this was one of the hardest parts for sure. Going through university, being a full-time student, I had a job at the time, and it was devastating to have this fracture, because it hindered my progress in school, at work. I couldn't do many things, and my time was completely spent figuring out when I was gonna go to therapy, when I was gonna go see the doctor next, who was gonna remove the plate from my arm, recovering, etc., etc. So I recommend to cope with this by basically reaching out to family members, talking to your doctor. For those of you that don't know, there is a Facebook group with stories of tons of people that have gone through something like this. So if you're interested in reaching out to these people, I will leave a link to the Facebook group in the comment section down below, in the description box, down below, and you can check them out. Question number 6, what kind of therapy did you get? So initially, I could not feel anything from this part of my hand all the way up to here. So the therapist would rub a lot of different textures on my arm to get those sensory nerves functioning again. And secondly, I would get therapy to lift an object and place it in a box. I would have to write. My writing was so shitty during this time. And I also had electrode stimulation put all over my arm to stimulate the motor nerve functions as well. Question number 7, was there too much scar tissue? So guys, with any ORIF procedure, you will have scar tissue. There's no way around this. Whenever you have an invasive procedure, once your limb heals, you will have scar tissue. In my case, I did as well. During my second surgery, the doctor removed the initial scar tissue I had following the first surgery. However, once I healed from my second surgery, I still have scar tissue. So there's not really getting around that type of stuff. It will be there regardless. Question number 8. I heard that sometimes the screws are stripped or jammed, making the plate hard to remove. Yes, this is true, and that is precisely what happened to me. Initially, my plate removal was scheduled to last 2 hours. However, because of this issue, it ended up lasting 5 hours. So because the screws were stripped, additional tools needed to be brought in, and the surgeon lasted a couple more hours making sure he removed all the screws and the plate. Is your radial nerve back to 100%? Yes, guys, I am very happy to say that my radial nerve is back to 100%, as you can see. Unless your nerve is completely lacerated, there is a good chance that you will recover. There are different types of nerve injuries, but that's a topic for another video. So if you are interested in knowing about it, please let me know in the comment section down below and I will cover that. Moving on. Question number 9, how did you push through the pain? Is there any advice you would give to a non-athlete starting this journey? Well, I basically got through the pain just having the end goal in mind and focusing on the process. Obviously, you are not going to recover from one day to the next. It took me about 4 years to fully recover from this fracture. So be patient with yourself. Make sure you are doing things how you're supposed to with your therapist, with your doctor. And yeah, guys, that's all I have for today. If you have any additional questions, please let me know in the comment box down below. It helps motivate me to make more videos. So if you enjoyed, please leave a big thumbs up and subscribe. See you guys in the next video. Peace.